all the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. What's in a name? A rose by any other name would smell as sweet. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player, that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. To thine own self be true, and it must follow, as the night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. Neither a borrower nor a lender be, for loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. Have more than you show, speak less than you know. What a terrible error, in which idiots govern the blind. Never play with the feelings of others, because you may win the game, but the risk is that you will surely lose the person for lifetime. Sweet are the uses of adversity which, like the toad, ugly and venomous, wears yet a precious jewel in his head. How far that little candle throws its beams, so shines a good deed in a naughty world. Talking isn't doing. It is a kind of good deed to say well, and yet words are not deeds. Reputation is an idle and most false imposition, oft got without merit, and lost without deserving. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. And this, our life, exempt from public haunt, finds tongues in trees, books in the running brooks, sermons in stones, and good in everything. Go wisely and slowly. Those who rush stumble and fall. We suffer a lot the few things we lack, and we enjoy too little the many things we have. Do not swear by the moon, for she changes constantly. Then your love would also change. There's no trust, no faith, no honesty in men, all perjured, all forsworn, all not, all dissemblers.
Mistress, you know yourself, down on your knees, and thank heaven, fasting for a good man's love. I pray you, do not fall in love with me, for I am falser than vows made in wine. Whoever loved that loved not at first sight?
She loved me for the dangers I had passed, and I loved her that she did pity them.
The stroke of death is as a lover's pinch, which hurts and is desired. Our doubts are traitors, and make us lose the good we oft might win, by fearing to attempt. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. Love looks not with the eyes, but with a mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. How bitter a thing it is to look into happiness through another man's eyes. As, I confess, it is my nature's plague to spy into abuses, and oft my jealousy shapes faults that are not. Is it not strange that desire should so many years outlive performance? Maids want nothing but husbands, and when they have them, they want everything. I can see that he's not in your good books, said the messenger. No, and if he were I would burn my library. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this and this gives life to thee. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand that I might touch that cheek. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to the edge of doom. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. For sweetest things turn sourest by their deeds, lilies that fester smell far worse than weeds.